Hi my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here and I'm so super excited because this today is my first review of my channel and in general ever. And what we're gonna do today is I want to review this wonderful palette, which is the Hasina 2 palette from Blush Tribe. And I just want to say I on the spur of the moment decided to do this review because while I was doing my makeup this morning with this palette, I was thinking, whoa, wouldn't it be great to film this, because I used only exclusively this palette to do this look, to create this look, and I thought, isn't that the perfect opportunity to show people how beautiful this palette is? Everybody, I think, I'm pretty sure, has heard about Blush Tribe already. So Blush Tribe is a UK-based indie brand and they are cruelty-free and they ship worldwide, and this is one of their palettes. They started out just doing brushes and lashes, I think, and then they sort of branched out into doing palettes, and they are so beautiful. So as far as I'm concerned, this palette here is the most hyped palette from 2018. It came out, I think, in the summer of 2018, so I have worked with this quite a bit, and if you're following me on social media, you have seen me tagging Blush Tribe a lot, I would think. So, and this is just one more look. I just came back from a photo shoot, and this is one more look that is going to be for Blush Tribe. Not that they care, but it's because I want to. Anyway, so this is the color scheme of the palette, and you have, let me check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shimmers, and the rest are mattes. They are really pigmented and really pretty. You have like a whole cold tone theme there. You have the greens and the teal and the blues and the purple with a black, and all of those shadows perform really nicely. Today I used those 5 shades right here to create this monochromatic purple eye, and yeah, so this is really good quality stuff as far as I'm concerned. I have absolutely, quality-wise, I have absolutely no complaints about this palette, and I really love working with this and with Blush Tribe in general. Let me just peek on my little notebook because I just really need a little bit of help in the beginning of this journey, so I don't forget anything that I wanted to say. So it retails for $33. I got this shipped to me by a friend who really loves me, and there is nothing better than having makeup shipped to you instead of flowers. So that's really great. Performance-wise, I am really convinced that people who love colorful makeup would really enjoy those colors. But I think you, in general, with colorful palettes like this, you have to know a little bit about makeup, and you have to, you know, be a little bit into this, like in order to really get most out of it. But of course, you can play with this just like that as well. You get, let me just check, it has a 24 months shelf life, it's cruelty free, I said already. It has 28 grams of product in it, and that's that. So my own experience with that is that I really grew into this palette. In the beginning when I got it, I was also not as experienced as I am now with makeup, and I have sort of dived into this palette, and I really feel like now I can rock this. You know, I think it's a learning curve, but that is just because the colors are this bold. What I really like is the cardboard packaging, and I also like, or let's say I don't mind that there is no mirror. I couldn't care less ever if there was a mirror in the palette. And I also think, I'm very thankful that there are shade names, because I really don't like palettes where there are no shade names. It has a very long staying power. So when I put on my makeup in the morning, which is usually around 4 o'clock in the morning, and it stays on this way till, let's say, something like 9 o'clock in the evening or 10 o'clock, depending on if I have to do something in the evening. So the staying power is very, very good. I use it with the MAC Prep and Prime eyeshadow primer. That's what I don't know if this comes across, if it's focused. We are learning the new equipment here. That's what I use for all of my looks. This is the base for my eyeshadows, and I don't set it with any powder or anything. I use it as a tacky base, and I've been really, really enjoying this. You pack the shadows on and then you blend out the edges. Either you can start with the darkest shade first and then blend out with, for example, you can put this shade down first, the teal, and then blend it out with the Mahia, which is the darker green, and then blend that one out with the Argan, just for example, you know. Or what I did today was I put on this one first, and then I blended it into this above my crease, and on the sides of my eyelid I packed on this one, the dark purple, and then I just created sort of like a spotlight halo eye with it's not really a spotlight halo eye, it's like more of a subdued halo eye, if that even exists. But that's what I did. Then I did a gradient between these three shimmers on my lid. Concerning swatches, swatches are all over the internet, all over YouTube, so I don't know if I really have anything to add like that, you know. I don't know if that really makes sense. If you want to see swatches, you can go to a lot of YouTubers who did that, but I just want to add my sort of my little direction, like my thing, because I am totally personally, matte swatches are, they just don't make sense to me, because, let me explain, I don't want to criticize anyone who is swatching mattes, like for example like this one, and you're swatching it, okay, beautiful, okay, but who applies mattes like this? Nobody does. You apply mattes with a brush. So let's just take a brush, any brush, and apply the same shade the way you would apply it, like this. So you see that there is a slight difference there, right? So now let's just, for comparison's sake, use an eyeshadow primer. I'm using the one from Smashbox, because on the lid this is useless for me, but for these purposes here that's perfect. So I'm just going to apply an eyeshadow primer here, and then I'm going to pack on the same shade, just like I did here in the middle on a dry swipe. So let me just pack this on like this, and then you see the true coloration, because this really doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything unless this is how you apply your mattes, and I don't know of anyone who does that. So that all being said, you can of course pack them on and increase the coloration, because that is how you work with mattes, right? So this, I think, gives you a much truer picture of what a shade really looks like. So this is what I want to in future include in my reviews, because I'm not the first one to review this palette, obviously, because till I got the palette was already like 3 months old, right? Because I live in Israel and stuff just doesn't get to us. We cannot buy anything in stores, and the shipping takes very long, and all of these things. A lot of stuff like is against us here. But I think this is something that I can add to the table, that I can do brush swatches, because I think personally that makes way more sense. Of course, the shimmers are beautiful. That's not a secret. You know, I'm I don't know if it comes across on camera. I have not really figured out my lighting, my new lighting situation. So anyway, they are very beautiful. Just you have to trust me on this one. That's the green here. And I'm not dipping all my hand into the shadow. So because I really think we should be real here in these things, because nobody, even if you apply a shimmer on your eyelid with your hand, then you don't go into the palette and you rub your finger like crazy and then you like rub it on like crazy. You don't work like this. So I think for the benefit of us all, I really do think that we should do swatches the way we use the eyeshadows. So that is what I'm doing right here. What else can I say about this palette? The only thing, and it's not really a criticism, it's not at all, because I love this color scheme and in so many ways this is completely me. If I could change something tiny little bit, I would maybe have made this blue here, the Fey it's called, I would have made that a little bit lighter or a little bit brighter to have a little bit more, you know how this is a popping color, so I would have liked this to also be a little bit more poppy. And those three shimmers right here, if you ask me, okay, so this is like a dark cool purple, this is a lighter cool purple, and this is a more warm toned purple, like a medium purple, and they come across like a little bit, I think for my personal taste, they could have been a little bit more different. You know, this could have been lighter, this could have been warmer, and this could have maybe even been darker, you know. But I mean, it's beautiful. You can create wonderful, wonderful looks with this, and I'm super, super, super happy with this palette, and I want to bless my friend who sent it to me because otherwise I would not sit here and be able to do a review. So is there any dupe for this? I don't think so. I don't think so. There are of course other palettes, like for example these one second, let me just show you, where is it, where do I have them? For example, the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. So you have a couple of those shades like right here, but it's not really a dupe because you have this whole rainbow colored theme going on here. So is there like a real dupe for the Hasina too? I don't think so. I think this is one of a kind, and I really, really love it, and I am really heart and soul with Blush Tribe. They have done only beautiful palettes. Just the last one that they're coming out, it's a collaboration with someone that I don't know. That is a, you know, very subdued. That's personally not my piece of cake. It is still very beautiful. I'm not like, I don't want to talk it down. It is beautiful. It's just not personally for me. I have, let me think, I have 2 more palettes from Blush Tribe that I will also review once I've used them a little bit more, and that's the Fall Fusion and the Blossom palette. And I have 2 more on the way, which is the Paulina palette and the, I always forget, Maluka or Manuka? Yeah, that palette. So, and yeah, so you will hear a lot more about Blush Tribe on my channel, and I have used this already in one of my videos, in one of my Get Ready With Me chatty ones. I don't exactly know which one that was, but I know it is on the thumbnail, so if you want to check that out, you can just, you know, scroll down my thumbnails and you will recognize this. Okay, so this is it. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, so this was my first ever review, and I had so much fun. I just love talking about makeup and doing makeup and all of this. This brings so much joy to me, and I hope that you enjoyed that too. So I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and besides that, go ahead and sparkle in all kinds of colors, but especially in these colors. Like, I will go and sparkle now today. I will now go and go out because people have to see this. And I will see you next time for my next video, which will most probably be a wrapping tutorial in collaboration with Rapunzel. So I hope you come back for that one, or at the latest then for my next beauty and makeup related video after that. So go ahead and sparkle, have a wonderful day, and all my blessings to you. I love you, and hugs and kisses. Bye.